If you hear some sneezing in the background, it's Cat over here sneezing up her lungs, her face. She's sneezing up everything over there. I mean, good God. I hope she's all right over there.
I'm just laughing at EA's
Yeah,
leg above
what
the table.
Hell he's doing. And you think that they're gonna let you in Globe Life Field with that kind of swing?
Man, they're gonna see me like bring that guy down to the field.
No, but you still play. Is there any way you can help this guy with a swing or pitch or
just
something?
come out there one time to BLD with us, and we'll be in the shape.
Listen. I can take it. I can hit any ball that comes my way.
We'll try slow speed first, then we'll work our way up to the.
Even though I'm the most clumsiest person on the planet and I have no hand-eye coordination.
It is about to be baseball time in Texas tomorrow. Well,
that's right.
Texas, is it in Texas or is it in
Toronto?
In Toronto. So we won't be back in Texas till, is it Monday?
Monday afternoon.
Any word on those?
We're still efforting to get tickets to
negotiations.
Day. Yeah, we're still in a bidding war for opening day tickets. But yeah, man, opening day is tomorrow. The Rangers are going to be taking on the Toronto Blue Jays.
Mm-hmm.
First off, are there high expectations for this Rangers team this season?
And you know what's funny? That's a good damn question by you, because around here, I don't think there really is.
A little, you know what's funny? A little bit got elevated, mainly because they had a free agency like no other that a lot of people didn't expect. We're looking at now. What's this? The starting line, is that for tomorrow?
Well, no, that was just a preseason lineup that we have. But just looking at the names of those guys on that,
and see, this is where I think Simeon and Seager. I think those two additions and Story as well brought into it. I think that got people noticed. I'm like, whoa, okay, the Rangers are doing something. And I think that's why we all felt a little bit like we have a little bit of expectations, because we're used to our ownership group here with Texas being nothing. They don't do anything. They sit there on their asses and just say, nope, we're not going to spend any money, kind of like Stephen Jones. But
you had to throw that in there.
Where did that come from?
But regardless, the fact that they went out and did these moves shows that they're somewhat interested in trying to make a contender. Does this make them division contenders? No. I still think Houston is probably the best team in the division by far.
You know what? I got to stop you right there, man. And this is where Vosh's spidey senses come from.
Whoa.
I detect a lot of, like I just said, like around here, people really don't see this lineup or this team being, that good, being able to hit. I keep telling people in circles, going, "Hey, man, keep an eye out on this particular lineup." Because this team offensively is going to give you runs. I'm sorry, not
even in this
runs.
ballpark,
huh?
Even in the ballpark they play in.
Oh, definitely. At the house. I mean, Arlington, Texas is pretty much known for 3-run home runs and solo jacks, jet stream stuff like that. But I mean, that was in the old ballpark.
Right.
Now in this new ballpark, guys like Joey Gallo was flourishing over there in right field. The ball getting caught up in that new little area where those 3 little fences are. So and then don't forget, for left-handed hitters, the shift is gone.
Yeah.
So Major League Baseball basically in part of that whole negotiation that gave us the strike, they got rid of the shift. And so basically, what is the shift, Vosh? Well, for left-handers, and I also see it in softball, whenever a left-hander steps into the box, the players, even from third base all the way over to second base, they all move over. I think in anticipation that the left-handed batter is going to basically hit to right field or just, pretty much to second base. They're daring him to go down the third base line and towards shortstop and even toward left field and left center. It's almost like for a lefty, you got to be super skilled to go that way, opposite field.
And now that's gone, so it helps your left-hander.
So like if you're, and God rest his soul, he's no longer a Ranger. But if you're Joey Gallo, you're salivating.
He's still alive.
You're salivating at that because now I wish he was back as a Ranger.
Yeah.
Because now he's going to be able to hit like that.
So
any left-hander on the Rangers.
So let me ask you this, because do you at least agree that Houston is the favorite to win the division, right, in the AL West?
I mean, are they going to cheat this time?
From Vegas,
I
think they're done with that. But by Vegas standards, yes.
Oh, and I still think I don't think Houston lost anything overall to make them say that they're that at least for the division. I don't know about World Series or contender, but at least for the division, I don't think anybody in AL West got any better. I do think the Rangers elevated themselves a little bit, and I think you agree with me or not. This is probably where you're going to go with this. I think they're a dark horse contender for the wild card.
Okay, you know what though? I will take the wild card because the wild card is still making the playoffs.
Right.
You just got to win.
And I
one
mean,
game.
it's expanded too, but regardless, that's still a dark horse for the wild card is a pretty damn good step up from what the Rangers have been for the last 2-3 seasons.
Because so if you think about it, the moves that the Rangers made in this past offseason by spending $500 million, like think about that. People said the Rangers don't spend money. The Rangers just gave you 3 players, even 4 players by dropping $500 million in the offseason. A feat that pretty much everybody around here was like, well, wait, what the hell did the Rangers just do? And they got slept on because of this damn MLB negotiation when it came to the strike and, here's what we want, stuff like that. The Rangers stuff
if
got
it wasn't
slept
for
on.
the strike, wouldn't the season have already started?
Yeah, it would have started last Friday.
Last Friday.
Last Friday would have been the real opening day.
And we just pushed back 1 week.
But I'll take that. I'll take that because of what the Rangers got. Y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, y'all want to go watch Rangers baseball for this 162 games because what's going to happen is a lot of runs are going to be scored and people they don't see it coming. I'm telling y'all right now, watch Rangers baseball because
who in this lineup, and we got it right there in front of you. Who in this lineup do you think is going to be their go-to hitter?
So right now, I mean, I'm looking at guys like Brad Miller. Will he make the start? Will he make the 26, 25 man roster? Marcus Semien, who was an acquisition from Oakland, is at second base. That was a good move because Oakland right now is having a fire sale. Get rid of everybody, so we don't have to worry about Oakland right now.
Yeah.
Corey Seager, of course, that's the big guy.
That's the big
that
one.
we got here from the Dodgers.
And right now, he's in the projected lineup. He's what your 3-hole hitter.
3-hole hitter, maybe even 4, even 5.
Okay.
He's the 3 because he's not really a power guy like that.
And then this next one. Okay, this one was a surprise because we got him. So remember, the big thing was we got rid of our third baseman. Basically, we're short of third baseman because we moved some things around. But Mitch Garver coming in to play catcher.
So you got rid of IKF.
Yeah, IKF goes, and then you bring in Mitch Garver in the trade. And Mitch Garver may not be great defensively as a catcher, but offensively, this is where your power hitting comes in.
Not known to be a guy behind the plate that could stop the balls or be the actual accurate battery that we want. But do you remember a guy that played catcher here? I would say a few years ago. I forget his name. He wore number 20. Somebody help me out at home. He was known for hitting 3-run Jimmy Jacks, as Nadell would say. But then he went to Houston. Come on, somebody help me out with this dude. Hispanic guy, a good family-oriented guy. Anyway, he kind of reminds me of him.
Okay.
A big Christian guy was here a couple of years ago. I forget his name, and I didn't take notes. But that's the kind of player that Mitch Garver is, known for being a power guy. In the Yankees system, hopefully he can still be that guy to generate everything. We did lose another catcher who I thought was going to be the backup, Trevino.
Yeah,
but then he left just last week, and I'm just like, oh shit. Well, what are we going to do now? So Garver, if you're watching right now, we appreciate it. But we need you to stay healthy because behind you we don't have anybody.
What year was he on the team?
Look up the 2018 to 2019 Texas Rangers catcher. I think he wore number 20. Forget his name though. Back to you.
Now, I do think that that they will go get another catcher. I don't think they're going to sit there and have Garver be just the full-time catcher the entire regular season. I think either by trade or they'll move somebody up from the AAA or something, and hopefully they can maneuver something. I don't think we're going to sit there and have Mitch Garver be your full-time catcher the whole season. He has to get some rest too,
And then, of course, but if he doesn't help you out, then a guy that they're trying out at first base, who, if you look at the last season in the at the new stadium barn or whatever you want to call it, Nathaniel, aka Nate Lowe, when he came on as a Ranger,
number 20?
Yeah, I think so.
Number 20 on the 2019.
Look up give me the last 4 years of catchers.
Oh, he was a catcher.
Yeah. But
Catcher, they had Isaiah Conner-Felipe, Jose Trevino, Jeff Mathis, and Tim.
You're a 10.
He was 50.
No, I'll find him. I'll find him.
Uh,
But I'm
yeah.
looking at Nathaniel Lowe and like the way he started last year. If you can get that start out of him, and then everybody else pretty much fall in line with that, I mean, obviously he can say, hey, you know what? Out of the gates, I'm your guy. I can carry this load. If he's one of those kind of players again, or if his bat just remains consistent throughout the course of the season, then the Rangers are going to be on to something. Yes, we do need his bat. We need his stick. And so with Seager, and then old man Cole Calhoun will be he'll pretty much be batting later on.
Oh,
And
Renato Nunez.
that's not him either.
It's not either. Well, he's an infielder. He wore number 20.
Well,
But-
let me ask
And
you
that was
this.
2018, Rob.
Let me ask you about this guy, Adolis Garcia, the phenom from last year that everybody just fell in love with. Garcia, what do you expect for him coming into this season? Is he going to be that guy? Like, the way he was playing, everybody was in love with him. But can he be that guy again for you?
Adolis, yes, I would say that he's a physical specimen. And I mean the dude got talent. He reminds me kind of a Yasiel Puig when it comes to just his physical stature and the things that he can do. He got slept on a lot last year. He put up monster numbers as what was he, a rookie or something like that? First year,
yeah,
second year guy, and he didn't really get the accolades that the other cats did. But that's fine because then this year he'll be playing with a chip on his shoulder, and I mean, pretty much for him, the sky's the limit.
It's funny. So why is he not projected to be higher on the lineup?
It was Chirinos, by the way.
Robinson Chirinos.
Robinson
said that one.
Chirinos. No, you didn't say him.
I did a few minutes ago, but I think his number wasn't 20, though.
No, that
Yeah.
wasn't Chirinos.
Robinson Chirinos is the guy that kind of reminds me of Garvey.
Okay.
He was
Now-
61.
Yes.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
here's the more important thing. We love Hidden, and I know Hidden gets people into the park.
It will.
Pitching is what I'm concerned about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I could name you nobody off this Rangers rotation right now. I don't think this rotation is talented enough going forward. And more importantly, the bullpen is what worries me, especially your closing pitcher and everything. I think overall pitching is going to be the biggest concern for your Rangers. What about for you? Do you think it's going to be a concern? Do you think they'll add anybody? What's your prognosis on the Rangers pitching efforts?
I'm not too worried. They went and brought back a blast from the past in Martin Perez. With the same left-handed Martin Perez that left here, went and had a little bit of success in Minnesota. But
that doesn't put any kind of excitement. My pants are still low.
it doesn't. But then I'll name guys like Taylor Hearn, who's getting the start. DFW's own, Royce City's own, Taylor Hearn.
That's a little exciting.
He's getting the start on Monday.
Yeah.
So hopefully, Luck will be on his side.
Who's your starting pitcher tomorrow?
Starting pitcher tomorrow. I haven't looked yet. I haven't even looked at the tentatives yet. But they also went and got an older guy, but Greg Holland, who was from the Kansas City Royals.
Derek's brother.
Yeah, I always think about that. And then like John Gray from Colorado.
That's not bad. John Gray's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's a bunch of. It's almost like the 2012 Mavericks, 2013 Mavericks.
See that?
with
Don't
DeMonte Ellis
don't
on
do
them.
that. That's not a good thing.
It doesn't worry me though,
Yeah, it
because
doesn't
these
worry you,
dudes
is
are
what he said.
seasoned. They're
Yeah.
seasoned and they played baseball before.
Brian Sweet says John Gray is starting tomorrow.
John
Thank
Gray
you,
gets the
Brian.
nod
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Okay, we appreciate that, Brian.
Brian Sweet, by the way, go follow him. He's a good guy. And hey, if you're looking for a great reporter, Brian is the guy.
Yeah, he's doing some great work over here right now on the feed with the stars up there.
There we go.
So he had 29 games played last year. He went 8-12 with an ERA of 4.59. So call him an ace or the number one pitcher for the Rangers. But I mean,
There's
it's
no
not
ace
really
on
a guy
the,
that I'm
there's
afraid
no
of.
ace on the rotation. There's just a bunch of guys working together.
There's only like 4 or 5 aces in the whole league anyway.
Right. And,
And-
what about bullpen wise? Bullpen, do you think this bullpen's strong enough to help? Because from the way it looks like it, when you don't have a dominant pitcher or a guy who can go 6-7 innings, you're going to rely on your bullpen a lot more. So,
2 dudes I'm worried about. One dude, Kobe Allard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that injuries don't hold him down because that dude had a lot of potential. So keep an eye on him. The last person that I'm thinking about, and we've always beat him down. We've always treated him like Roddy Beef with the Mavericks, but it's always been Jose Leclerc. Jose Leclerc, the artist, the master of the slambio pitch. You know, the master of just like deception when it comes to. I mean, he's not a big guy, little dude, but he has a big arm, a lively arm at that, and he always gets injured. Got a contract right before he got injured, and so this year he has to prove himself. Bring him in slowly though. I don't want to rush him up to this, you know, to the bump, saying, "Hey, we got this first game. We need you to save, bro, because we want to go 0-1 and prove to DFW." That's not what we want to do. You want to bring this. You want to bring this dude on real slow.
Okay. Well, that is Tovash's season preview for your Texas Rangers.
Well, I want to preview something else real quick.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. I was gonna say, well, more importantly, because he doesn't know much about the players, he knows more about.
I know a lot about. I knew about every guy you guys are talking about. But I was just focused on this menu that's going to be over
that's
here.
That's what's more important.
This Globe Life Field.
Right, and what's the one that's appealing to you?
Well, this morning, you know, I had a Spectrum. So this morning, while I was getting ready for work, they were talking about the new coming attractions as far as food goes for the Globe Life Field here, and we got some stuff here. It looks like we're gonna have Vosh, prepare yourself. We're gonna have chicken fried brisket. And it looks like it's in a sandwich.
It is on Texas toast.
On Texas toast, yeah,
with some onions and the pickles and stuff and all that. And I think a little on the side the barbecue sauce.
Right. I wonder how tender that brisket is, though. You know,
I'll tell you what, if it's anything like Freebirds, it's gonna be pretty good. Because Freebirds got some good bits.
Oh, that's what I had to break my iftar.
Yeah,
breaking fast.
Oh, and just so you know, I switched over to Freebirds. I'm no longer a Chipotle guy. 100% Freebirds.
I love both, but you know,
Savage. Look up Savage. You like that too. Savage burrito.
Savage burrito. Okay,
Savage burrito.
I'll check them out too.
You made a good point there because chicken fried steak is awesome, but you know it gets a little messy. And I had chicken fried steak at my birthday dinner. But it does.
Where'd you guys go for your birthday dinner?
Saltgrass.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
okay.
Good. That's a good eating song.
And so you know the chicken fried steak. The steak does pull off the breading, but it's still contained because it's steak. How is brisket going to handle when you bite into it? Is it not going to fall out of your mouth? That's what I want to know.
I hope it's that tender to where it does fall off.
Yeah,
because now the breading got your back. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go to like an average birthday party or a baby shower and somebody's cooking brisket, sometimes that brisket is like rubbery. You know, just like
well, they don't know how to cook brisket.
Or it could be that,
which is why I don't mess with it anyway.
Or it could be that steak at the AAC that they put on.
Whoa!
They have steak at the AAC like that.
Yeah. On fajita night up in the
downstairs in the bowels.
No.
That's
yeah.
Oh yeah. Which I never eat anyway. I'm always sticking to the chicken.
Yeah, you should do that. Next up, we got alligator corn dog. EA. And I'm understanding this is alligator sausage.
See, this is what I'm confused about. Okay, as a Muslim, I don't eat pork, so I'm always very careful about
Well, that's seafood.
Well, so first of all, alligator is not seafood.
Wait,
actually, it is.
It swims, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's seafood.
No, he lives on land too. They don't live underwater.
Alligators considered a reptile, right?
Yeah.
It's game, just game, like game.
No, when I say seafood, you know, I mean, like he comes out of the water.
No, he's amphibious.
Yeah,
so frogs.
But actually,
you consider frogs seafood?
He's right. It's a reptile.
Is that Papa?
Wait, no, hold on. 3 years ago, they sanctioned it as a seafood group.
Thanks, Cash.
Just 3 years ago.
Yeah, thank you, EA.
Bullshit.
So I was on your side originally.
So frogs, frogs is seafood too?
No, because they don't come from the sea.
They live in
water?
That's an amphibian.
So is the crocodile and alligator.
But see, catfish is registered as seafood, and they come from fresh water.
Well, anything in the water is anyway.
So there you
okay, alligator comes out of the water.
Fuck it. Anyway,
it lives in the water.
My point, not because of its seafood, but alligator. You know what? Sausage, it could be pork. So what do? They take?
Oh, and I need to make this known too. These two items are going to be in section 125.
Okay.
Just they're not everywhere in the park.
Okay.
Section 125.
So section 125 would be the now first baseline.
Okay.
Instead of third baseline.
Got it. Okay. So did they take alligator and made it and formed it into a sausage.
Yes, they ground
it
it up.
sounds
just like-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. Now I was wondering if they actually mixed it with sausage.
I don't know.
No. Okay, so EA, sausage can be anything
Yeah,
as long as
they
it's
got deer
ground up
sausage.
and
That's
put
true.
in like a little encasing and made
You're
like to like a
It's
link.
just mostly pork is
So
what they
your fear is pork.
yes.
Your
Yeah, we're gonna
fear
have
is
to
the
do
actual
some. We're
pig.
gonna do some extensive research on that before we let you eat
Yeah,
that.
thank
We're gonna
you.
do some extensive research.
Just go read Up to Sinclair's The Jungle. You will never eat none of that shit ever again.
Also, in sections 121, 225, and 230 EA, we're gonna have brisket egg rolls.
Oh,
Brisket egg rolls.
I'll eat that.
Okay.
that sounds good.
Okay,
Does that
why-
sound good,
why are
Cat?
we-
Brisket egg rolls, or is that something you can get into? Okay.
Did the Texas Rangers hit a cow?
Well, think about this though. I mean,
brisket.
look where you are.
Yeah.
We're in Bovine University.
Yeah, buddy. So
So,
what the hell's
like,
wrong with you?
Think about it. An egg roll has what? Cabbage in it. It has some type of meat, and then the hard little crust type thing.
No more red meat.
So if you think about it, if you put brisket into an egg roll, bro, I'm in.
No, I'm in too.
Something that I'm.
Instead of German Shepherd that they normally put in egg rolls. Sorry, y'all, if you eat egg rolls.
Something that I'm actually gonna be probably interested in pretty soon. They have vegan bratwurst.
No, pass.
Yeah, no.
We're good.
Impossible vegan bratwurst. That's
Nothing-
a section. It's gonna be a section 101.
Nothing impossible here.
Yeah. Vegan chicken salad. That's
No.
gonna be section 101 and 205. So
No thanks.
if
Confusing to me.
what?
I thought vegans didn't eat
It's fake chicken.
meat.
I think I know. We're gonna figure
It's
it out.
tofu chicken, most likely.
Yeah, in 101 and 205, you guys want to get you some vegan food for the vegans. 101.
Good for the vegans.
Yeah, in the 101 section.
Not for EA.
Section 128, we're gonna have the golden chick loaded fries.
What do they have on?
These fries come with nacho cheese, bacon bits, Rico's jalapenos, and that's it.
Oh man,
Okay.
I mean, without the bacon, but yeah.
Yeah, right. Cause mac and cheese nachos.
Yes.
And this is gonna come with. Actually, it's gonna be in section 106 and 225.
that's in Keith's area
Okay.
because he's a manager over there now.
Okay, so we're gonna
look at
have Rico's cheese sauce, creamy mac and cheese, pico de gallo, Rico's jalapenos, and a drizzle. Just a drizzle.
This is true.
Of sour cream.
Cat, you in?
I think Cat's dead back there.
And here's one I'm actually interested in right here, EA. In section 132 and 225, okay?
Yeah.
Cornbread chili pie dog.
Bro, say that again?
Cornbread chili pie dog. And what this is a Texas chili, Angus beef hot dog, fresh baked cornbread as the bun, and topped with chili, shredded cheese,
Oh yeah.
cheddar cheese,
Oh yeah.
Rico's jalapenos.
Ball game.
Done. That's
Okay,
it.
yes,
sir.
That's in the stomach.
Okay, so
Sounds amazing.
Am I understanding this is basically they're gonna bake a cornbread and cut it open and put it.
A hot dog in there.
Okay, put a hot dog. Okay,
Yeah.
beef hot dog.
So just like a corn dog
Mhm.
that's made with Jiffy
Uh-huh.
mix instead of just the regular corn mix, and then the chili over that whole thing, and then cheese on top of that. I'm in, bro.
Man, the Rangers
I
are killing
forgot a
it.
baseball game was happening.
Honestly, the Rangers are killing because usually sometimes the new menu sucks sometimes.
Okay, and that's gonna be in section 132, 225. So you can get to
Okay.
132 and 225. That's where that's.
And
Gonna
I'm
be.
glad you said. Listen, I'm glad you said the section numbers because sometimes they don't, and you just walk around.
Oh my gosh, where is the section for the Wilson egg?
I wanted to get those out. Those are very important.
People that work there don't know sometimes.
Especially
Of course they don't know.
They're like,
You go over there. Go over there, bro.
Yes, because I worked at the ballpark. That's our answer.
They go over there.
Well, you worked at Globe Life.
The old part.
Yeah. So yeah. So there it is, right there. The vegans. You guys have your section. You're good to go. Nachos and chili pie guys. You guys have your section. Loaded fries, brisket. You guys have a section too.
So, good. I like